The Brooklyn Nets disappointed everyone in the past playoffs, where they didn't win a single game in the first round, even with the powerful team-up of stars Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But the truth behind that failure, and current Durant's desire to leave the Nets franchise, has just surfaced, revealing the reason behind all this chaos. There are problems inside the Nets locker room. It is just now that there were some problems brewing between Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons. Things went down the rails after Durant and Net players asked Ben Simmons if he will be willing and ready to play in the Game 4 following the Nets Game 3 loss to the Boston Celtics. And the riff didn't come from a negative answer, but from a complete silence from Simmons, when he supposedly did not respond and subsequently left the group chat. This led to frustration from Kevin Durant, who rhetorically asked, "This is who I'm playing with?" It is understandable Simmons kept having a rough time himself, but at least an answer would have been nice. Instead of notifying his teammates, he just remained quiet and left them hanging, leaving the group chat. But for Kevin Durant and the bad times the Nets were having in the first round, he tried everything possible to turn things out, but neither Simmons helped or even Kyrie Irving, leading all this frustration to the break point of not waiting to stay on the Brooklyn Nets for another season. This recent news doesn't leave Durant in the best place, as he's starting to look like a star that doesn't know how to deal with frustration. With his star status, he should be leading the Nets with example, not overstep any challenges. But he is rather willing to run and change a franchise as soon as problems start arising. This isn't good news for the Nets front office and even for Brooklyn fans. He starts waiting to quit when things are challenging. This is a red flag for any new franchise that is seeking to sign the forward. There's no surprise why also Kyrie Irving is rumored to leave the franchise and join LeBron James' Lakers. It is not a good sign to have a teammate that doesn't believe in the team and is willing to quit at any obstacle instead of looking for a real solution. Probably Irving is frustrated and disappointed with Durant. Now that the truth of a broken locker room inside the Nets is out, everything makes sense. And that's why Brooklyn never recovered in the first round against the Celtics. Their mentality was weak, and players like Durant were more focused on finding someone to blame instead of finding their best playing performance to allow their team to balance things. Instead, they lost every game against the Celtics, and the rest is history. Kevin Durant wants to leave the Brooklyn Nets because of Simmons, but he hasn't found a new team yet, and probably will stay with the Brooklyn Nets for another season. But this recent news will raise more eyebrows rather than excite fans.